Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Let's thank our members as always. Overlaning 11B, Cots and Crazy Bull, thank you for being the full crew members. Thank you all the Foxpad and Fishpad members. Subscribe and let's get into it. So today we are finally flying with kind of a forgotten king or god, if you want. This aircraft in 2014 was the best aircraft in the game and made everybody mad. It was like about, I don't remember. It feels like a long time. Like the CL was the best aircraft in the game, but it was not. Probably was less than a year. But it was just scary. This aircraft actually made me kind of stop playing aircraft at that time and start playing tanks, because it was so OP, bluntly OP, that nothing could touch it. It was, I mean, the matches were, yeah, it was not good. Because the Russians only had the MiG-15 bis, and the Americans only had the Sabre F2 25, I think, or the F2. They got the F2 eventually, but I don't remember when exactly. And this aircraft was just, oh my god, man! It was such a good aircraft. It doesn't have the slats, so it doesn't turn like the F40. The F40 is still a better turn fighter. But the Orenda engines, they're just amazing, man. They're so fast and make these aircraft have so much energy that it's not even funny. It's really not even funny. Yeah, very, very good aircraft back in the day. Obviously, eventually it was surpassed by many aircraft. It started being kind of, similar in performance to the MiG-17. Then the Hunter came, aircraft like that, and when the F-100 and the MiG-19 came in like 2018, I think, or 2019. Eventually, it was replaced, So, yeah, but it's still an amazing aircraft right now, and it was kind of not that great due to the BR that he had. So finally got a lower BR. So it has the 9.0 BR right now. It had the 9.3, which was fine back in the day, before the A10s and Su-25s were flying around. But now it's just, yeah, it's not good at that BR. It just faces too many Su-25s and A10s. And with the 9.0, at least the A10s, it kind of eliminates that threat against you. So, yeah, it's amazing right now. I still think that maybe the F40 is just a better aircraft overall, because even though it has a lot less power than the Mark V, it still has the missiles and you can turn better. And this aircraft, it's amazing at turning. It is the normal Sabre that we see. Basically, it is an F25, but with a bigger and better engine. But it's still, the aircraft itself, I mean, the F40 is a very dangerous aircraft to this one, just due to the missiles, obviously, because if you run, you will be tried to be shot with a missile. And yeah, the F40 will turn better. So yeah, there's that, but the engine just kind of makes it up for that. It really helps it. It really does help it. So yeah, I would really say that it's worth it to actually fly it right now. The Mark 6, I'm going to be doing a proper video on that. I would say that it's not, because the 9.3 BR is just a cursed BR right now. Any aircraft that it's in 9.3 will face, basically 95% of the matches will be faced against an up tier. So yeah, it's not good. It really is not easy to fly 9.3 aircraft right now. But the 9.3 is, most of the time you will be facing stuff like this. So I mean, it will have its problems due to having to fight the MiG-21s and Lightnings and stuff like that. But it's more due to these aircraft having a lot more power than you. If they try to turn with you, they will lose. So it's kind of a, you basically don't choose when to attack a target like that. But if he tries to go for you, you will have the weapons and the tools to actually avoid being dead, and trying to kill the guy. So yeah, there are some aircraft that are difficult and you face a lot of up tiers still, but the up tiers are less problematic. And especially Germany is getting a lot of the battles together with the Soviet Union, which makes it very much a good thing in this aircraft because we don't face the Su-25s, and that ended up just being easier to actually just face. You face a lot of, as you see here, just subsonic aircraft and aircraft with some advanced missiles, but not that advanced, you know, late 70s missile like the Su-25. So it's more of a matchmaking and country that you're using problem than not. Because if you saw the video on the F4, for example, it is the same BR as this one, but I know, I think it's 9.3, right? I don't remember. No, it's 9.0, and it is going together with the A10s and against the Su-25s all the time, with the A10 earlies, you know. So yeah, that aircraft kind of suffers from that as well. You know, it's not only the BR that it can be a problem, it's the actual country that you actually are using. Of course, if you use a 9.0 like the MiG-17, for example, on the Soviet Union, you won't be facing any problems because normally you won't be facing any all aspect missiles because the Su-25s are in the other team and the A-10s are in small numbers. So it's just a matter of many things that happens, you know. But in normal battles, the CL will just stomp, you know. It can basically win in a dogfight against any aircraft, and the aircraft that you cannot win, you cannot run most of the time. So yeah, it is a very fun aircraft to fly, and it's just a sexy aircraft, right? It's a beautiful aircraft, and I think it's just worth it to play again. I would wish it had at least like maybe some A9s, but it's fine not to have it. Um, I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to be doing a video on the Mark 6 that have the missiles, but that aircraft, that BR 9.3, I said it, man, it's just cursed. It's not a very good BR to play right now. But yeah, basically this is it. I think the King is back, not as back as like 2014, but it is back. You know, it's not OP, but it is usable right now. And yeah, finally, right? It's an aircraft that I really wanted to spade for a while, and I had the chance before the update of the BRs came. But yeah, it was just I mean, if I known that the BR would be changed, I would have waited, you know, because now it's so much easier to fly this thing, so much. I mean, you are fighting advanced stuff like the AV8 and the F4C and stuff like that, but most of the time you just face normal sabers, MiGs, A4s, a lot of A4s and stuff like that. This is an example of a kind of an up tier that you can get. Of course, that A10 is the early variant. Of course, the F4C 10.0, Hunter. So there's some dangerous aircraft here, but it's not like impossible to fly against, you know. It's actually pretty alright. So yeah, but I think it is a very amazing aircraft. It was already an amazing aircraft. Right now, it's actually usable. So yeah, get out there and test it. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about it is that if you have problems with my sound and stuff like that, I will be doing an upgrade on my microphone, but it's going to take just a bit of time to get to my house, you know, due to the delivery and stuff. So once I get it, I think I will be the sound quality of my voice will be a lot better. But let's wait and see. I am buying probably an HyperX microphone, but I'm still deciding. So keep an eye out for that as well. Okay. So yeah, let's just finish this battle and we wrap it up the video. So yeah, as you see, we are facing the A10, and here is the example that the A10 is just, I mean, it's so easy to kill in War Thunder. I don't know if that's the real life case, but the Su-25 is just way superior in game, you know. Like I said, a lot of people are biased towards the Su-25 or the A10 and say that the A10 should be better or the Su-25 should be better or whatever. But yeah, in game right now, the Su-25 is a lot harder to defeat, you know. Especially another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the 50 cals. I mean, the 50 cals are a tough nut to crack sometimes. I use the tracer rounds. It seems that it is the easier ammo to use. because the other ones just hits and nothing. You know, the tracers, they seem to do damage a lot more than the other ones, but still it is, oof, sometimes it takes some shots to kill a guy, man. It's not easy to do that. Especially an aircraft like a Su-25, my god, how many shots you need to actually kill an aircraft like that. But even, I mean, other aircraft, the AV-8s or stuff like that, it is just hard to destroy them with the 50 cal sometimes. They do not do damage. They take a while to do damage sometimes. And then sometimes you hit the right place, like the A-10 that I did there, and you kill the pilot, and it's GG, right? So yeah, another problem. The tracer rounds, just remember, sometimes it's so many tracers that you're firing that it's kind of hard to actually see where you're firing it. I said that on the video on the F40, but still. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the CL Mark 5. If it's good or bad at this BR, if it should stay at 9.0 or be raised to 9.3 again or something like that. But yeah, in my opinion, it's perfect right now. Can stomp, but not too much, you know? Depends very much on the pilot. So yeah, I see you guys on the next one. Subscribe, and bye guys. See you.